So we have a question, and it's one that I pose to myself within my business, and I think it's one that every guy should pose to themselves within their life, especially right now with how things are going, and that is, do you want to be popular or do you want to be successful? And when I say success, I mean real success. I mean being of value, being in line with your values, if those values are good. And we have so much in our culture, in our society right now, that's geared toward pure popularity. We judge people based on or a business or whatever, some people, and this is so stupid, but like, you can be judged based on your Facebook friends, your traffic to your site, your Instagram, all those bullshit little things. But we've got talent shows, we've got reality TV shows, people get speaking fees or paid to show up at parties just simply because they have X amount of followers on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever else is coming up these days. And you have to ask yourself, do you want to be really successful or do you want to be popular? And success it's not always rewarded in your lifetime. Success isn't dependent on accolades, it's not dependent on monetary compensation, it's not necessarily dependent on justice. Just finished reading Ego is the Enemy, great book by Ryan Holiday. The guy's a good writer. And one of the guys he talks about is Belisarius. I just ordered a book about him, but essentially he's a Roman general who did great things for his god, country, emperor, but was constantly punished because he was seen as a threat. Even though he stayed in line with his values, he did what was right consistently, he was consistently punished. You look at Robert E. Lee. That guy wasn't recognized as an American citizen, even though he's one of the greatest Americans of all time, until I think it was the 80s. And 100 years after his death or whatever. Not 100 years, but actually maybe 100 years. Even though Teddy Roosevelt, Churchill, Lincoln, they said he was the greatest general the West ever produced. Lincoln wanted him as his general, and so the guy lived a successful life, clearly, but it wasn't necessarily awarded or rewarded. And you look at certain artists, they're not rewarded or awarded until long after their death, but that you can't call them not successful. This prick on the right trying to cut in. Yeah, right, bud. So what's success? What do you want? Do you want Facebook fans? Do you want popularity? Do you want money? Or do you want to matter? Do you want to do something of value? And so when you think of life, work, success like that, you kind of have to prioritize the time you spend in your day. Spend it texting or emailing or tweeting. You have to spend it working, and it doesn't really matter the work you do. What did Martin Luther King said? Something along that. If you sweep streets, sweep them like you're Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. Something along those lines. Whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. Whatever craft you're involved in, do it greatly and have pride when you come home with a paycheck to feed your family. But always think bigger, always think beyond where you're at, and always think about the work. Not about the accolades, not about the popularity. Ask yourself, do you want to be popular? Do you want to have a Kardashians show, or do you want to be of value? Do you want to give the world something, and do you want to do something that matters? Do you want to do something that you become passionate about. Passion isn't always there at the beginning. It can be developed and grown. So that's the thought. Something I'm thinking about, and it'll help you shape your days to be far more focused and far more effective. And to those of you that cut in line, you know, like everyone's in a line and you drive around and you try to cut in, come on. That's just silly. Selfish. Chad's not letting you in. There you go, fellas. It's been a long drive. It's gonna be a long drive. Alright.